Right, so I got a response from the Remarkable team, finally, after quite a while, regarding the jagged lines, the report, because I sent them the video, I sent them the SVG files, AI files, everything, all of that kind of stuff, and the results like the poll from Facebook, how many units were affected, and all that kind of stuff. So I was interested to see what kind of reply they will give. So they replied, and here it is. Thanks for reaching out, Voicelove. We appreciate your enthusiasm regarding our device. Your detailed reviews and your professional knowledge is good for this category. Regarding your question about the jagged lines, we don't have any more information to give at this point in time. The behavior of Remarkable display is affected by several different factors. When developing the Remarkable 2, we made several decisions and found the best trade-offs between these factors. We are continuously working on improving the user experience of the Remarkable Paper tablet. Our team is aware of your concern and will consider if this is something that might be worked on in the future. Many thanks, blah 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 blah. I think it's a better answer than what we were used to having from before, so it's definitely a step in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. The only worry that I have here is that they're definitely aware of this, and this was almost like a design decision because they had to make a trade-off. Now, the question remains, like, why are some units affected by this way more than the others? That's the thing that kind of puzzles me, and the only thing that I'm not too happy about is that big if, because when they say like our team is aware of your concern and will consider if this is something that might be worked on in the future. So definitely it's not priority, definitely it's not something that's going to be addressed here, and it's not something that they are pretty much concerned about. So yeah, that's at least how it looks like from this reply. Now, on the other hand, I also discovered something else, and I did a little bit more investigating regarding the Jagged issue, because I really want to use this guy, but on the unit that I have, it's a little bit too much and I can't. So yeah, I continued investigating, and I discovered something quite interesting. So let's check that part out. I'm gonna draw one that I normally in a standard way draw, and what kind of result I get. So let's draw here. And that's the issue that I get, right? The little jaggies. Now, if I flip this guy around to allow me to tilt the pen all the way down and apply quite a lot of pressure, you can see that we have less jaggies, and lower I get in this tilt angle, quite a lot of pressure here, I can get almost a perfectly straight. This is more than good enough. So let's try and reproduce that with the free hand. So this is with the angle, same pressure, vertical, same pressure. So let's try and keep the same type of pressure here, but the angle is all the way down, and then like this. So definitely responds to tilt. And you can see that when we're vertical and there, it doesn't respond to the side tilt. It's jaggy on the side tilt and jaggy on the other side. Actually, it's maybe even worse on this side. So the vertical tilt is the one that gets rid of jaggies. What the hell does that mean? I have absolutely no idea, but that's something that I've kind of noticed. So I just wanted to share this so that you guys can actually check out those who are affected by jaggies quite badly, like this one here, for example. Yeah, that you can check out and see if you have the same behavior as this, so that this vertical type of tilt, not the side to side, but up and down tilt, affects the intensity of jaggies. Now, the second thing that I also noticed is what I'm doing with this ruler here, transparent one, is elevating where I'm writing, and thus basically magnifying the noise effect, which is the jaggy lines are basically the noise. So you can see that when I start writing here, we have that noise effect really pronounced. That's basically just to help us and see if the tilt actually helps, and it seems that it does. because let's clear out and do a control test, because now it's a little bit messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a tilted line here, and then a straight line here, and then another tilted line here. And here's the results after the magnification. So you can see that the tilted one up there, and they were all done pretty much at the same type of pressure. So this is the tilt up, this is kind of straight, and this is tilt down. And most definitely when you magnify it via this kind of distance, so let's see, when does it detect stuff? Yeah, there. So that was the upper limit of detection. So this is maximum magnification that I can get, but it definitely does confirm that, yeah, the tilt, vertical tilt at least, most definitely affects the noise. So this kind of thing makes me a little bit more hopeful that it's something that they can fix and then that they might want to fix, since it's directly responsible on the tilt detection. So we'll see. But I just wanted to kind of share this and basically check so that you who already have your remarkables, and you can check out if you have the same type of behavior, and this applies only to people who are affected by the jagged lines. And also I just wanted to clarify something. That type of noise is absolutely normal on every device, but it's not normal to have it to such a high degree as some of the Remarkable 2 units are affected. So just to kind of prove a point, I'm going to disable the filtering here. I'm on my Note Air, so I'm in speed mode now, and there's no anti-aliasing whatsoever. So if I draw a normal line with high pressure, you can see that it's very, very straight. However, I can actually show you that you do get that same level of, or not same level, but the same type of noise by again using this same type of magnification effect. So if I've placed this on top, so now it's levitating above the screen, and I start drawing, you can see that we are starting to have some. Now I need to go as high as I possibly can. So now we're basically at about 1 or 2 centimeters above the surface of the screen, and on Note Air I then get a similar type of jagged noise effect that I do on the Remarkable 2. So it's only when we get very, very distant from the screen, there we go, that I'm able to get that type of jaggies. And it's the same type of effect. It's basically the digitars are doing its thing, but yeah, noise is present, and I'm in the same room, same conditions, same Wi-Fi, same electromagnetic fields, everything is exactly the same. It's simply the device itself. So yeah, I don't know what to conclude with this, but I thought it was just like an interesting thing to see that, hey, I can get jaggies free result on my Remarkable 2 when I do a specific set of things, which makes me hopeful. Now, the second thing that would make me even more hopeful is if we could get a reply from the Remarkable 2 actually saying that they do care about this issue and that they actually want to do something about it. That would be great. So far we didn't get that, but who knows, maybe they will actually change their mind in the future, and maybe they will be able to address this, because yeah, maybe just give me that the fine liner is not tilt sensitive and that it has like locked tilt sensitivity to a value where we don't get jaggies. Like, how about that one? That would be a super ugly fix, but it would work. Hopefully they might get into that type of mindset to maybe optimize the brushes that don't depend on the tilt sensitivity, to analyze where that tilt sensitivity affects the jaggies and optimize the brushes further. And then maybe the jaggies will be just on the pencil, where it really doesn't matter, because that pencil is grainy and mushy to begin with, so the jaggies really don't matter there. But they certainly do matter on a fine liner and on the calligraphy brush as well. And those, I don't think they depend on the tilt. A little update from the future, since I've recorded the material for that video, a new thing actually appeared on Reddit, and one of the users, I think Funky or something, I'll put a link in the description below for everyone who's interested, has actually built a low pass filter that filters out the jaggies and makes very nice straight results. Now, I attempted to install that, but unfortunately the version that I saw was required a Linux machine, which is is something I don't have. I don't use Linux. I don't have a Linux based machine, so I was not able to install and test that. However, I am giving the link down below for anyone who's interested to check it out. And yeah, if you have a Linux, then you can run it and test it and see how it works. So the fix is most definitely possible, and I think that that person did an amazing job of actually just going ahead and fixing it on their own, which is fantastic. Like really cool stuff to do it and to share it with the community. Awesome. I really hope that the Remarkable is going to be not equally awesome, but just partially good at least, and then kind of start bothering with these things, because yeah, it's most definitely possible, but they just need to care a little bit more about their user base to actually give us the stuff that we need, as opposed to a nicer book font. I hope that you liked the video and that you actually find it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and consider becoming a Patreon. Patreons actually get added content such as behind the scenes blog vlog type of stuff. It's just like a little thank you for the added support, which helps the channel grow further and helps me actually dedicate more hours per week for this kind of thing. Thank you so much for the support, and thank you so much for the lovely comments and everything else that you actually give out there. It's a beautiful sense of community. All right, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye!